here we go. Hey there everybody, it's the Nasty One here again, and welcome back to the next episode of the Freebooters franchise here in year number 3. Last episode, we were coming off our first one of the season, feeling mighty high, but we were quickly reminded of just how bad this team was as we were stomped at the division, leading Wild Pigs 17-7. Carrie Wayward got lit up early and often and was immediately released following the game, along with reliever Grace Lupinovich, as we realized that neither of them were really doing much for us. And we also cut Gia Axelson, the left fielder, because she wasn't hitting the ball this year, much like Spitz Snell earlier in the season. So we bring in backup outfielder Pumper Lumpkins, allowing Dominic Burnside to start in right field, moving Bayless to left. Lupinovich is replaced by veteran reliever Huckenduck, and Tarak Smith, the veteran starter, will replace Carrie Wayward for the time being. Coming into today's matchup in the first game of the second half of year number 3, the R1-7 club will be taking on the Sandcats, who are tied, I believe, for the division lead in the opposite division. They are actually a half game behind the Moonstars, but they are 5-3 and coming in on top of the world for the most part. Noel, our ace, is on the hill, 0-1 with a 6 ERA and a 1.58 whip against the ace for the Sandcats. Kerwin Arches, 1-0 with a 4.63 ERA and a 1.03 whip. This is our final road game of the season, having played 7 in the first 8. Make 8 of our first 9, including this one. Here's the lineup for today's game. Velos leads off in left field, followed by Ho behind the plate at catcher. Batting third is going to be first baseman Stump Pitts. Batting fourth is DH Wicks at Reddier. Batting fifth is shortstop Snag Roper. Batting sixth is center fielder Nico Jennings. Batting seventh is right fielder Dominic Burnside. Batting eighth is third baseman Christopher Woody. And batting ninth is Sammy Shigatani. Let's jump into the action here and see what we can do here against the Sandcats, as we're going to need to turn the season around quickly. I fear that any more losses on the season will officially eliminate us from playoff contention, as we already have 7, and a lot of the other teams already have, 4 teams I can think of already have at least 5 wins. So if they get to like 8 or 9, it's pretty much over at this point. But until they officially get there, we're mathematically still in, so we have to keep fighting. There we go. Velos, Ho, and Pitts will be up first here against Arches. There's left fielder Dancer Velos, hitting .361 in the year with 6 RBIs. Let's take a look at Arches' numbers on the season. For Kerwin, he is 1-0 with a 4.63 ERA and a 1.03 whip. In his 2 starts, he's thrown 11 2/3 innings, giving up 9 hits, 4 of them homers. He's hit a batter, walked 3, struck out 10, and recorded a batting average against of .205. Those 6 earned runs are good enough for a 4.63 ERA, and he has a 1.03 whip. So he's not giving up a lot of hits, but when he does, it appears that almost half of them are home runs. Velos ready. Here's the first pitch. Screwball below the knees, ball 1. Slider hangs in the middle of the plate, called a strike to Velos, 1-1. Screwball on the outer third, called a strike, 1-2. Fastball up, line to right center field. That's going to be a gapper for Velos, as it's going to get all the way to the shallow wall out there. Stiffs runs it down, and he gets it in, but it's going to be late. It's a leadoff double for Velos here to start the game. Brings up catcher Efrat Ho. Rookie's coming off the bench today. He's hitting .320 with 3 RBIs. He took last game off to rest and fix his mojo. So back in the lineup today as he takes a screwball at the knees for a strike, 0-1. Check swing, good take as a curveball bounces in the dirt, 1-1. Fastball up, Ho drives it deep to right center field, stiffs back a few steps. Makes catch for the first out. Velos is tagging, she's going to try for third. She beats the throw in from Stiffs and is at third base with 1 down, and here's Pitts. Stump is locked in right now, hitting .444 with 1 homer and 5 RBIs as the first baseman looks to drive in the first run of the game. Fastball inside from Arches, misses, ball 1. Fastball at the knees, hitting on the hole to third, diving his hamster to cut it off. He'll fire to first to retire Pitts, but it's an RBI ground out as Velos scores, 1-0, Freebooters lead. I bring up the DH Wicks at Reddier, hitting .405 on the year with an RBI. Looking to keep his hot hitting going as he takes a fastball down and in for a strike, 0-1. Fastball up and away is high, missing outside from Arches, 1-1. Screwball outside misses, 2-1 the count. Fastball up, fouled off, 2-2 the count now. Fastball up and in. One hopper to short, up the middle. Jackman cuts it off. He'll fire to first in time, and that will end the inning. Let the Freebooters get a leadoff double and then cash in a run later on a ground out by Pitts. Bottom one we go. It's 1-0. Sports, Godsendez, and Bentley do up here against Noel. Here is former nemesis shortstop Jock Sports. He's at second base today, hitting .343 on the season with a homer and 3 RBIs. Here's a look at Noel's numbers on the season. Noel is 0-1 with a 6 ERA and a 1.58 whip. In her 2 starts, she's thrown 12 innings, giving up 8 earned runs, 18 hits surrendered as well with a walk. 1 of those hits a homer, and she has struck out 7. Batting average against for her is .340. She leads the starting pitchers in strikeouts. She is second on the team behind Simpleman, who has 9. And here is a look at the Sandcats lineup today. After sports, it's DH Devin Godsendez, formerly of the Grapplers organization. He is tense. Then it's catcher Hercules Bentley, who moves from first base to his backup position to catcher. He's a little tired, but he's fine. Batting fourth is our former shortstop and main man himself, Guns Jackman. He is cleanup man here on the Sandcats. Batting fifth is former Herbisaur's third baseman, Henry Hamster. He is locked in. Batting sixth is our former right fielder, Oakley Stiffs. He is tense. Batting seventh is center fielder Super Sampson. He's locked in. Batting eighth is left fielder Tig Tantrum. And batting ninth is first baseman Dolph Stake, who is tense. Noel's ready. First pitch to Sports is a slider down and in. Just low, ball 1. Two-seamer down and the way is outside, 2-0. Fastball up and in. Hard grounder to short up the hole. Roper dives and cuts it off. He'll fire to first. In time to get Sports 1 down. Nice play from Snag. That'll bring up the DH Godsendez, who's hitting .235 with 2 RBIs on the season. Power versus right-handers active here for Godsendez. First pitch change up down and away is lined at the middle. That's a base hit for Godsendez. He'll be 1 for 1 today as he has the first hit for the Sandcats. That'll bring up Bentley, the catcher, hitting .261 with a homer and 3 RBIs here on the season. First pitch fastball up and away is fouled off, 0-1. Change it down and in, way out in front of it. He swings through it, 0-2 the count. Slider down and away, outside for ball 1 as Bentley takes, 1-2. Two-seamer up and in is inside, 2-2. Fastball down and away, swung through it, strike 3 as he chased it outside, and he was late on it as Noel blows him away. First punch out today for Noel, and that's 2 down in the inning for Jackman. Shortstop coming in, hitting .286. 2 homers and 5 RBIs, already having more homers than he did the last season for us. I think he had like 1, maybe all season. Two-seamer down and in on the first pitch. Hard grounder to third. Woody reacts in time to field it cleanly. He'll fire to first, and that will end the inning. 1 hit for the Sandcats, but it's stranded by Noel. To the second, 1-0 the score. Roper, Jennings, and Burnside do up. Their shortstop Snag Roper, hitting .400 on the year with a homer and 4 RBIs here on the season. Strike the letters on the heater, 0-1. Check swing high, good take from Roper, 1-1. Curveball just below the knees, 2-1 the count. Chased one in the dirt as that fastball's dribbled past the mound to shortstop. Easy bare hand play for Jackman, who makes the play on the slow Roper. 1 down, and that'll bring up Jennings, the center fielder, hitting .371 with 2 RBIs here on the season. Rookie's having a solid season here. Slider down and in is low, ball 1. Screwball inside, caught the low corner, 1-1. Check swing, good take on the high fastball, 2-1 the count to Jennings. Fastball up, line to left center field. That will drop in front of Tantrum's glove for a base hit. Jennings with his first hit of the day. He's 1 for 1 and locked in. That'll bring up right fielder Dominic Burnside, hitting .500 on the season with 2 RBIs. Also has contact versus right-handers active here against Arches as Steeler activates for Jennings. Fastball high, called a strike, 0-1. Fastball down in the way is lined softly to right field. That will drop in front of Stiffs for a base hit as Burnside's on here with his first hit. 2 on and 1 down now for Woody. Third baseman comes into this game tense as he's hitting .286 with an RBI on the season. Rookie looking to drive in the runner. Fastball at the knees for a called strike from Arches, 0-1. Fastball up, lined in the right field. That'll get through for a base hit, and that might be enough to score Jennings as he's rounding third, going to try and score. Throw from Stiffs is just late, and Woody will advance to second on the play. It's a double. 2-0 Freebooters. That's the second RBI of the year for Woody. That'll bring up second baseman Sammy Shigatani, who homered last game, driving in 2 runs. She's also batting .333 here on the season. I believe her homer was a solo shot, but she drove in another run earlier. So Shigatani's hitting the ball well as of late. Let's see what the veteran does here. Screwball's inside for ball 1 as the infield's in here, looking to cut the runner off at the plate. Screwball down the middle, called a strike. 1-1 as Arches is tense. Fastball up high, chopper to third. Hamster throws it home to get the runner back. Shigatani is thrown out at first regardless by Bentley. 2 down. Now to bring up Velos, who doubled her first time up. She's 1 for 1. Arches, though, with that ground out, is back to neutral mojo. Infield will move back to the normal positions as they look to get the out at first. Slider inside misses for ball 1. 1-0 the count to Velos. Curveball down. Hard rip past the diving Hamster's glove into left field. That'll be a base hit. 1 run will score as Woody holds at third. It's an RBI single for Velos. 3-0. Brings up Ho, who's 0 for 1 today. Catcher flew out his first time up to right field. Screwball at the knees, called a strike. 0-1. Runner goes on the next pitch. Fastball's way high as it's off Bentley's glove and drifts away from him. Woody coming home. He will score as Velos was stealing second base on the play regardless. Velos steals second. She is 2 for 2 on the season as Woody advances on the pass ball to make it 4-0 Freebooters here in only the second inning. Also, Arches is tense and Velos is locked in after stealing second base. Pick off the second, nothing doing it, gets by the second baseman into center field. Velos going for third, throw in from Sampson is late. Velos advances on an error by the pitcher. Now there's a runner 90 feet away, and Ho's got an RBI chance with a 1-1 count. Screwball outside, caught the zone, 1-2. Fastball up, hard chopper up the middle. That's past Arch's glove into center field. It's an RBI single for Ho, and that makes it a 5-0 game as the Freebooters are capitalizing early here on the Sandcats' fielding mistakes. Here's Pitts. RBI ground out his first time up. He's 0 for 1 today. Fastball high, swung late as Arches is rattled now. 0-1 the count. Curveball down, line softly up the middle. Jackman dives. He makes a nice catch to end the inning, but the Freebooters jump on Arches for 5 hits and 4 runs as they make it a 5-0 game. Bottom 2, Hamster, Stiffs, and Sampson do up here against Noel. Here's third baseman Henry Hamster hitting in the 5-hole today. He's locked in, hitting .323 with 3 homers and 7 RBIs, and he has high pitch active here. First pitch slider down in the way as it called strike as it caught the low corner, 0-1. Change up down and in. Hard grounder in the hole to short. Roper can't get there, and that's going to be a base hit for Hamster. Zach gets under Roper's glove as he's not the fastest player in the field. Hamster with the leadoff singles at first here for Stiffs, the right fielder. Hitting .250 with 2 homers and 10 RBIs. Our former outfielder was released partway through year number 1, or after year number 1, I don't remember which. I believe it was halfway through year 1 because he was hitting under 200 at the time. First pitch 2-seamer up and away is high to Stiffs for ball 1. Slider down in the way, call a strike as the runner goes. Throw down from Ho is just late. It's a stolen base for Hamster. For Henry, that is his 4th stolen base attempt of the year. He's now 3 for 4. We have a 1-1 count here to Stiffs. Change it down and in. Way out in front of it, strike 2 as Noel gets ahead here. 2-seamer up and in. Fisted off to foul territory on the first base side. Pitts dives, but he can't get there, and that's 1-2 count still. Fastball up and away. Chased it outside, strike 3. Noel gets another punch out, her 2nd today. 1 down in the inning now for Sampson, the center fielder. Super comes in hitting .286 with 3 RBIs on the season. He's also locked in, so he's the right man to try and drive in the runner from second base. First pitch fastball middle in is a called strike. Going 1 as Noel gets ahead. 2-seamer down in the way, grounded softly up the middle. Shigatani backhands it. She'll go to first with it. 2 down. Sampson down to neutral mojo as Hamster advances on the fielder's choice. That'll bring up Tig Tantrum with the RBI chance at third base. Tantrum, the left fielder, is hitting .200 with 1 RBI on the season, but he has RBI man active here as Hamster is 90 feet away from scoring. First pitch fastball down and away is hard grounded to short. Second base, but it's right at Shigatani, who makes the play to first, and that ends the inning. Noel gives up a hit and a stolen base, but she strands the runner again to the third. Freebooters still lead 5-0. Reddier, Roper, and Jennings do up against Arches. Here's Reddier, 0 for 1 today. Strike at the letters on the heater, 0-1. Slider down and in is way inside from Arches, ball 1. Curveball down, line to center field by Reddier, but it's going to be right at Sampson, who makes a nice easy catch, 1 down. Brings up Roper, 0 for 1 today. Grounded out as shortstop his first time up. Curveball inside, caught the middle third of the plate, 0-1. Screwball inside, line to short, leaping is Jackman to make the catch, and that's a nice play, 2 down. Brings up Jennings, singled his first time up, and then he was ended up scoring later in the inning. He's locked in. Screwball inside from Arches, misses for ball 1 as he's back to tense mojo. Strike the letters at the heater on the heater, 1-1. Slider middle of the plate, Jennings turns on it, hits it deep to right center field. That's heading for the gap out there. Sampson runs it down on the warning track though to end the inning. 1-2-3 inning for Arches here. He desperately needed that. Bottom 3, Stake, Sports, and Godsendas do up against Noel. There's Stake. First baseman's tense right now in the 9 slot, hitting .296. The homer and 6 RBIs, playing his backup position as Stake is a center fielder by trade. First pitch fastball down in the way. Is it called strike at the knees, 0-1. Slider up and in is high, ball 1. Two-seamer down and in. There's line to left center field. That's going to be a gapper. That's going to get down out there near the wall. Jennings misplays the ricochet as well, and that will allow Stake to walk into second with a leadoff double. That two-seamer caught a little bit too much of the plate, and Stake capitalized on the mistake pitch. Leadoff man on here for Sports at scoring position. Sports is 0 for 1 today with a ground out to shortstop on a nice diving stop by Roper. First pitch change up down in the way is pulled by Sports into the right center gap. That is a goner, folks. As that may have been down in the way, but Jock Sports has pop, and he pulled that ball into the power gap and said, I'm just showing off now. 2-run homer is the second of the year for Sports. This is a 5-2 game as the Sandcats are on the board. He's up Godsendas, 1 for 1 today with a single. Noel looking to bounce back after that surprise gopher ball. First pitch fastball middle in is ripped foul by Godsendas, 0-1. Two-seamer up and away, chased it high and outside, 0-2 the count now. Change it down and away, just low, 1-2 the count. Slider up and in is high. Chased it anyway. Strike 3 swing and third punch out today for Noel. 1 down. Going to bring up Bentley. He's 0 for 1 today. Catcher is now tense after the error he made in the field. Well, his failure to field the ball behind the plate, actually. First pitch fastball up and away is driven deep to right center field. Back for it, Burnside at the warning track. He'll make the catch for the second out. Brings up Jackman, who's 0 for 1 today. First pitch slider down and away. Chased it in the dirt as he swings through it. 0-1. Fastball up and in. Fouled back. 0-2 the count. Change it down and in. Turned on by Jackman as he drives it deep to left center field. Jennings to the warning track will make the catch, and that will end the inning. Sandcats get on the board with a 2-run homer by Jock Sports, but they're still trailing 5-2 after 3 innings. To the 4th, Burnside, Woody, and Shigatani do up for the second time against Arches. There's Burnside. He's 1 for 1 today. Singled in the second inning. Arches delivers the first pitch. Fastball below the knees. Ball 1. Fastball at the letters called a strike. 1-1. Curveball away. Grounded on the hole to second. Sports backhands it easily. 1 down. Brings up Woody. Doubled in a run his first time up. Got himself back to neutral mojo as well. Screwball down and in is a called strike to Woody. 0-1. Curveball down and in is grounded softly to second. Easy play for Sports. 2 down. Now to bring up Shigatani. 0 for 1 today. Grounded out her first time up. Fastball high misses for ball 1. Fastball up and away is outside. 2-0 the count. Slider middle of the plate, lined up the middle, and that's a base hit for Shigatani as she's 1 for 2. Her 2-out single will keep the inning alive here as we get back to Velos at the top of the order. Velos singled in a runner last time up. She's also doubled and stolen a base. She is locked in now. Slider below the knees, ball 1. Chase the fastball up, but Velos is going to punch that into center field as it's over the diving Sports' glove. It's a base hit. Velos now 3 for 3. Now to bring up Ho, who's singled in a run his last time up. He's 1 for 2. He's also flown out today. Check swing, good take as the fastball's up and in, ball 1. Curveball down and in is just inside to Ho, 2-0 the count. Fastball up and in. Ho drives that to the right center gap. That's going to get down as neither fielder can get there as it rolls all the way to the wall. 2 runs are going to score here on the double by Ho. It's now a 7-2 Freebooters lead as Ho drives in his second and third runs of the game. That'll bring up Pitts. He's 0 for 2 today. He had an RBI ground out his first time up, and then I believe he grounded out his second time up. Might have flown out. Curveball down and in. Pitts drives that deep to right center field. That's another gapper as it hits off the wall out there. That's going to score Ho easily from second base as Pitts replaces him with a double of his own. It's 8-2 as we're teeing off on Arches now. Reddier is up next. He's 0 for 2. Flew out last inning. Fastball high, ball 1. Check swing, good take as the curveball's in the dirt, 2-0. Curveball inside, ball 3. Arch is struggling here. 4-pitch walk to Reddier as that fastball's outside, and he'll go down to first. 2 on and 2 down now for Roper, who's 0 for 2. Lined out the shortstop his last time up. Arch is now rattled again for the second time this game. Screwball outside, misses away, 1-0. Fastball up, line to center field. That's going to be a base hit. Pitt's going to think about coming around, but Sampson's got the arm, so we're not going to test him. Base is loaded here for after the single by Roper. Still 2 down for Jennings. He's 1 for 2 today with the single. Jennings flew out his last time up. Right center field. Fastball called a strike at the letters. I thought that was high, 0-1. Fastball down in the way is low, 1-1. Slider down, grounded to first, right at stake. He'll make the play at first himself, and that will finally end the inning. But the Freebooters tack on 5 more hits and 3 more runs as they make it an 8-2 game now as we head to the bottom of the 4th. Hamster, Stiffs, and Sampson do up against Noel. Not something we're used to in this season. Early lead. And an early big lead at that. We're up by 6 runs. Here's Hamster. Forgot what he did last time. I believe he singled, and then he stole second base as well. First slider down in the way is a check swing at the knees on a strike called, 0-1. Fastball middle away, in, foul off, 0-2. Change it middle away, check swing called, strike 3. 4th punch out today for Noel, 1 down. Hamster just throws the bat and walks away in disgust. Next up is Stiffs, 0 for 1 today. Struck out his last time up as well. First pitch 2-seamer down and in is inside and low, 1-0. Slider down and away. Check swing at the knees this time called a strike, 1-1. Change up and in. Just inside, 2-1 the count from Noel. Two-seamer down and in is low and inside. 3-1 the count. Fastball down in the way. Line to first base, but Pitt's there to make the nice catch. 2 down. That'll bring up Sampson, who's 0 for 1. There's the slider down. Low, ball 1. Sampson grounded at the second base his last time up. Fastball down. 2-0 the count from Noel. Two-seamer up and in. Check swing for a strike. 2-1. Slider down and in, foul back, 2-2 the count. Fastball up and away, swung through it, strike 3. 5th punch out today for Noel, 2nd of the inning as she has her second 1-2-3 inning of the contest. To the 5th, it's 8-2. Burnside, Woody, and Shigatani do up. Arch is struggling so far as he's given up 11 hits and 1 walk through 4 innings with no strikeouts to show for it. Here's Burnside. He's 1 for 2 today with the single. Slider down is popped up foul. Will that get out of play? Yes, it will. Stake leaps at the wall, but he doesn't make the catch. 0-1. Fastball at the knees, lined up the middle, base hit. That's a single in the center field for Burnside. His second hit today. He's 2 for 3. Second single as well. It's the 12th hit given up by Arches today, and that'll bring up Woody. 1 for 2 today with a double and an RBI. Fastball up, line to the right side, over the leaping first baseman's glove into right field. Base hit for Woody, his second hit today. He's 2 for 3. And that'll bring up Shigatani. Singled her last time up, which started the rally last inning. 1 for 2 today, and that will do it for Kerwin Arches as he leaves rattled. And coming in to relieve him is right-hander Chiron Throne, the former Wide Loads reliever. Arches gives up 13 hits in 4+ innings of work. 13 hits, 1 walk. He's responsible for 8 earned runs so far. He's also responsible for the 2 runners on base, so this is an outing your ace wants to forget. If you need him for the final start of the regular season, he's going to make. This is definitely a confidence shaker. Here's a look at Throne's numbers on the season. Throne has no record. He has a perfect ERA. No earned runs given up in 1 appearance. His whip is at 0.50. In 2 innings of work, he's given up 1 hit and struck out 2 batters. Batting average against is 143. Throne was just recently signed by the Sandcats organization, so not a lot of work to look at here for this season. Shigatani, 1 for 2 today with a single, has an RBI chance here with none down in the 5th. Fastball up and in is a called strike from Throne, 0-1. Slided down and in is dribbled to the right side. Stake barehands it, flips the second one. Jackman back to first is late. It's a fielder's choice. Runners at the corners now with 1 down for Velos, who singled to center her last time up. She's 3 for 3 today. 2 singles, an RBI, and a double. Strike on the inner third, 0-1. Velos has also stolen a base today. She's locked in. Slider down and away is low, 1-1. Fastball up, line to left field. That's another base hit for Velos. Her second RBI of the day is coming in. It's 9-2. That run is charged to Arches. It's the final run that will be today. Makes Velos 4 for 4. That'll bring up Ho. Doubled in 2 runs his last time up. He's 2 for 3 today with a double, a single, and 3 RBIs. Doubling his RBI total on the season. Change up away, called a strike, 0-1. Change up low, 1-1. Change up outside, 2-1. Change up caught the outer third, 2-2. Fastball away, line to right field. That's going to be a base hit for Ho. Bases will be loaded here. Shigatani has to hold. She doesn't run well. Third hit today for Ho. He's 3 for 4, and that'll bring up Pitts. Doubled in a run his last time up. He's 1 for 3 today. He's also driven in a run with a ground out. Fastball up and in is inside, 1-0. Fastball up, line to center field. That's another base hit, and that's going to score at least 1. And it probably will just be 1 RBI for Pitts. He's now got 3 today, and it's now a 10-2 game. As Throne not offering much relief here. Here's Reddier. Walked his last time up. He's 0 for 2 today. Flown out twice. Flown out and grounded out. Fastball high for ball 1. Fastball up, line to center field. That will drop into the sliding Sampson's glove. They're going to get the double play. We all thought that was dropping. Great play by Sampson to get them out of the inning. But the Freebooters get 2 more runs, and they make it a 10-2 game. I think this is the first time we've been in double digits this season in runs. Holy crap. Tantrum, Steak, and Sports do up here for the Sandcats in the 5th. There's Tantrum, 0 for 1 today. Lined out his last time up, I believe. First pitch fastball up and in is a called strike, going 1. 2-seamer middle away is lined to second base. Shigatani leaps and makes a nice catch, 1 down. Brings up Steak, doubled his last time up. He's 1 for 1 today. He's also scored a run. 2-seamer down and away is outside for ball 1. Slider down and in, grounded softly to second. Easy play for Shigatani. 2 down. Noel's locked in now, and that'll bring up Sports. Homered his last time up. He's 1 for 2 today. So far, he's driven in the only 2 runs for the Sandcats. Fastball down and in, just inside, ball 1. Two-seamer up and away is outside, 2-0. Change it down and away. Full sports as he chases it outside of the zone, 2-1. Slider down and in. Swung late on it, 2-2 the count. Fastball up and in is high, full count now. Two-seamer down and away, grounded softly to third. Woody barehands it and fires in time to get sports. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Noel. To the 6th, Noel continues to cruise. It's still 10-2. Roper, Jennings, and Burnside do up here against Throne. Here's Roper, singled his last time up. He's 1 for 3. Throne now tense. Fastball up and away is high, ball 1. Fastball down, line to right field. That's going to hang up for Stiffs, though, as he makes the catch near the line. 1 down. Brings up Jennings, 1 for 3 today with the single. Fastball down the middle, line to center field, hit pretty deep. Sampson back on the warning track to make the catch, though. 2 down. Brings up Burnside, 2 for 3 today with 2 singles. The Throne gets back to neutral mojo. Fastball's high for ball 1. Change it down the middle. Burnside drives it deep to right center field. Will that get over Sampson's glove? Yes, it will, as he dives and misses it, and it hits off the wall. It'll be a double for Burnside here with 2 down to extend the inning, as it's a nice hit. Thrown down the tense mojo again, and that'll bring up Woody. Singled his last time up. He's also doubled in a run. He's 2 for 3. Good take on that check swing. Fastball's high, 1-0. Change up low, 2-0 the count from Throne. Slider down and in is low, 3-0. Fastball middle in, called a strike, 3-1. Chase the changeup in the dirt. Woody is way out in front of it, full count. Fastball down and then he chases it again, dribbles it to third base. Hamster barehands and fires in time to get Woody, and that ends the inning. Freebooters get a hit, but nothing else. Bottom 6, Godsendez, Bentley, and Jackman do up against Noel. Here's Godsendez, 1 for 2 today with the single. First pitch two-seamer down and in is low, ball 1. Fastball up and away, sky ball down the left field line. The hook's foul and out of play, 1-1 the count. Slider down at the knees, fouled back, 1-2. Change him up and in, fouled back by Godsendez, 1-2 the count. Fastball down in the way, pulled on the ground to first base. Pitts backhands it, takes it to the bag himself, 1 down. Brings up Bentley, 0 for 2 today. Fastball middle away, lined in the hole to second base. Shigitani dives and makes a nice stop. She'll fire to first in time, 2 down. Nice play. I'm going to bring up Jackman, 0 for 2 today. Two-seamer up on the way, and the first pitch is high, ball 1. Fastball middle away, swung late through it as Jackman cuts at it, 1-1. Slider down and in, pulled on the ground and in the hole to short. Roper dives and cuts it off. He has to make a strong throw. It's in time, 1-2-3 inning. Nice defensive gem. Noel, her 3rd straight 1-2-3 inning as she is cruising now to the 7th. Still 10-2. Shigitani, Velos, and Ho do up. Shigitani's 1 for 3 today with the single. Fastball middle in, cropped. Chopped on the ground at the middle pass Throne, and that's a base hit. She's 2 for 4. Throne is tense once again, and that'll bring up Velos, 4 for 4 today. Singled in a runner last time up. She's also singled in a run earlier, singled again, and doubled, and stolen second base. Fastball up and away is high, ball 1. Changeup in the dirt, 2-0 the count now to Velos. Changeup hangs, it's called a strike at the letters, 2-1. Fastball high, line to center field. Another base hit for Velos. Her 4th today. She's now 5 for 5. 2 on, none down now for Ho. Singled his last time up as well. Not driving in a run. He's 3 for 4 today with 3 RBIs. Fastball up and in is a called strike, going 1. Slider in the dirt, chased, fouled off. 0-2 the count now to Ho. Slider middle away, pulled in the left center field. That's going to be a sky ball for Tantrum. He makes the nice catch, 1 down. That's going to bring up Pitts. 2 for 4 today. He's singled in a run his last time up. He's also doubled in a run and hit a run in on an RBI ground out. Fastball high, line to center field. That's going to be a base hit. Shigatani thinks about it, but she's going to hold as Sampson has a good arm. Bases loaded now. Third hit today for Pitts. He's 3 for 5. Going to bring up Reddier, 0 for 3 today with a walk. Fastball way high. It's off Bentley's glove, and Shigatani's going to try and score. She will. It's out of play. The run scores. All runners advance. 11-2 the score now after Bentley's second missed cue behind the plate. That is the second error of the day for the Sandcats as well. First on Bentley. The other one was on Arches' pickoff throwback to second that got away. Fastball up and in, line to left field. That's going to hang up right in the Tantrums glove, though, for the second out. Both runners get back. Here's Roper. He's 1 for 4 today. Changeup inside, misses. Ball 1. Fastball's inside, 2-0. Fastball up, line to left center field. That's a gapper, and that's going to get all the way to the wall out there. 1 run scores easily. Second run is coming in. It's going to be a 2-run single for Roper. It's a 13-2 lead now for the Freebooters. I'm going to bring up Jennings, 1 for 4 today with a single, and that will commence the exit of Chiron Throne. Coming in to pitch is third-year reliever Benson Rushmore, formerly of the Beewolves organization. Rushmore coming in. He's got a 0-0 record. He has got a 1.17 ERA and an 0.78 whip. He's given up 1 earned run in 5 appearances, throwing 7 2/3 innings, giving up only 4 hits and 2 walks. He's also hit a batter. Strikeouts for on the season for him is 4. It's the most out of the bullpen. He's also got a 1.54 batting average against, lowest on the team of those of qualified numbers. Rushmore is also locked in coming in this appearance as he will face Jennings, who's 1 for 4 with a single. Fastball inside for a strike, 0-1. Curveball bounces in the dirt, 1-1 the count to Jennings. Fastball down and in, line back to Rushmore, but he makes a nice catch to save his face, and that ends the inning. Freebooters, though, driving 3 runs and not thrown off the mound. It's 13-2 to the bottom of the 7th. Hamster, Stiffs, and Sampson face the cruising along Noel. Here's Hamster, 1 for 2 today with a single. First fastball down in the way is lined in the right field. That's going to be a base hit for Hamster. Burnside gets it in, but that's his second hit today. He's 2 for 3. Brings up Stiffs. He's 0 for 2. Sampson has stolen a base today. First pitch changeup at the knees. Called a strike, 0-1. Slider up and away. Driven deep by Stiffs to right field. That is gone. A home run for Oakley Stiffs, the right fielder. His 3rd of the season. That 2-run shot makes it a 13-4 game. Brings up Sampson, who's 0 for 2. First pitch fastball up and away. Fouled off, 0-1. Changeup down and in is in the dirt, 1-1. Two-seamer middle in. Turned on and popped up down the left field line. Woody near the seats. Makes the catch, 1 down. Brings up Tantrum, who's 0 for 2. First pitch fastball below the knees, ball 1. Slider down and away, check swing for a called strike, 1-1. Changeup up and in is high and inside, 2-1. Fastball up and away is outside, 3-1. Two-seamer down and in is inside, ball 4, and that's the first walk today from Noel as Tantrum trots to first. 1 on and 1 down now for Stake, who grounded that his last time up. He's 1 for 2 today with a double. First pitch changeup down and in is pulled foul, 0-1. Fastball up and away, swung high as he chases it, 0-2. Changeup down and away is low, 2-1, or 1-2. Two-seamer up and in is fouled off by Stake. Still a 1-2 count. Fastball up and away, chased it outside, strike 3 swinging. 5th punch out today for Noel, as that's the 2nd out of the inning. I bring up Sports, 1 for 3 today with a homer and 2 RBIs. Two-seamer down and in on the first pitch is called strike on the corner, 0-1. Changeup down and away is low and in the dirt, 1-1. Fastball up and away. Line to third base. Woody reaches his glove up and makes the nice catch to end the inning. But the Sandcats put on 2 more runs thanks to another 2-run homer, this time off the bat of right fielder Oakley Stiffs. To the 8th, it's 13-4. Burnside, Woody, and Shigatani do up against Rushmore. Here's Burnside, 3 for 4 today with a double and 2 singles. Singled his last time up, or doubled his last time up. Hanging curveball is swung late through by Burnside, 0-1. Fastball up and in is high, 1-1. Slider outside, misses, 2-1. Heater outside, 3-1 the count to Burnside. Fastball down the middle. Burnside jumps on it, hits it deep to center field, but it's going to die at the warning track as Sampson makes the catch. 1 down. Next up's Woody, 2 for 4 today with a double and a single. He's also driven in a run. Fastball up, line down the right field line, but that hook's foul out of play. 0-1. Curveball breaks outside from Rushmore. 1-1. Fastball called a strike at the letters. Good pitch. 1-2. Two-seamer down and in is fouled off. 1-2. Slider down at the knees. Hard hit up the middle past Jackman's glove into center field. It's a base hit for Woody. 3rd hit today for him. He's 3 for 5. Now to bring up Shigatani. 2 for 4 with 2 singles today. Singled her last time up. Two-seamer away is skied on the first pitch to left field. Easy play for Tantrum. Makes the catch. 2 down. Now to bring Velos back to the plate. She's 5 for 5 today. Singled her last time up. She's driven in 2 runs today with a double and 4 homers. Or 4 singles, Jesus. Like it to be 4 homers. Fastball down and the way is low, 1-0. Curveball away, call the ball, 2-0 the count. Fastball up, lined up the middle. That's a base hit for Velos. She is 6 for 6. That is her 5th single today. That'll keep the inning alive here for Ho. Ho is 3 for 5. He singled his last time up. He's also driven in 3 runs, 2 on a double and 1 on a single earlier. Slider down and in, turned on and pulled down the left field line, but that hook's foul, and it'll hit off the wall harmlessly. 0-1. Chase the fastball high as he pops it up to right center. Easy catch for Sports, and that ends the inning. 2 hits for the Freebooters, but they do nothing with them. Bottom 8. Godsendez, Bentley, and Jackman do up. Godsendez leads off. He's 1 for 3 with a single. Noel's done here after 7 innings of work. She's given up 6 hits for 1 walk, 4 runs on 2 home run balls. She's in line for the win. Coming out of the bullpen here, we're going to go with newly signed right-handed reliever Huck and Duck, former Nemesis pitcher. Huck and Duck has not appeared at all this season, so he's making his debut. Huck and Duck's making his debut. He was on the Heaters here to start the series. He was originally on the Nemesis in Super Mega Baseball 2. So Huck and Duck making his first appearance here in game number 9. First pitch slider down and in is low, ball 1. Fastball down and away is fouled back, 1-1. Curveball down and in, fouled off, 1-2. Fastball up and in is high, 2-2. Slider down and away, hangs in the middle of the plate, line to left center field. That's hit off the wall there as Velos gets it in. It's a single for Godsendez. He's 2 for 4. Brings up Bentley, who's 0 for 3 today, not having a great day hitting the ball. First pitch curveball down and away is low, ball 1. Fastball middle in, sky ball to center field. Jennings back a few steps, now coming in. Makes the catch, 1 down. Honestly, if I'm being honest, Huck and Duck's one of my favorite reliever names. It's just awesome. Here's Guns Jackman, 0 for 3 today. First pitch slider down and in is grounded hard to second. Shigatani flips to second 1, Roper to first. It's a double play, and Huck and Duck is out of the inning scoreless. Gives up a hit, but he gets a double play ball to the 9th. Pitts, Reddier, and Roper do up. Here's Pitts, 3 for 5 today. Doubles, 2 singles, and 3 RBIs on his line score. Fastball in the dirt, ball 1. 5, fastball down the middle. Pitts says, thank you very much, sir. I'm taking you yard to center. Home run for Stump Pitts. An exclamation point for our victory, maybe. Second homer of the year for Pitts, says that makes it a 14-4 game. And that's his third RBI of the game? I believe so. Here's Reddier, 0 for 4 today with a walk. Fastball in the dirt, ball 1 as it bounces. Curveball down, lined at the middle. Diving is Jackman to rob him of a hit. That makes Reddier 0 for 5. 1 down, and that'll bring up Roper, 2 for 5. 2 singles today with 2 RBIs, and coming in relief for Rushmore is right-handed closer Walt Huckster, the former Platypi hurler. Huckster on the season has no record, a 4.50 ERA and a 1 whip. In his 2 games he's pitched for the Sandcats, he's given up 1 earned run, recorded 2 saves in both his appearances. He has thrown 2 innings, giving up 2 hits, 1 home run ball, and 1 strikeout. Batting average against for him is .250. Roper 2 for 5, singled in 2 runs his last time up as that curveball's down and away for ball 1. Fast. Changeup outside misses, 2-0 the count. Changeup high, called a strike, 2-1. Changeup away, pulled on the ground to third. Easy play for Hamster, 2 down. Now we'll bring up Jennings, 1 for 5 today with a single. Changeup down and in, a check swing for a strike, 1-0, 0-1. Fastball down and away is low, 1-1. Fastball inside, ripped hard on the ground to second. Diving with Sports in the hole to make the play. That retires Jennings on a nice web gem to end the inning. But the Freebooters track on a run thanks to Pitts' solo leadoff homer. 14-4 to the bottom of the 9th. Hamster, Stiffs, and Sampson do up here against Huck and Duck. Hamster 2 for 3 today with 2 singles. He's also stolen the base. Singled his last time at the plate. We're going to make some defensive subs here. We are going to bring in Fordo to play second. And we are going to bring in Lumpkins to play left field as we move Velos back to right. She's earned that. God damn it, Pumper Lumpkin. Such a gold tier name. Anyway, here we go. First pitch to Hamster's a fastball down and in. It's called a strike, 0-1. Slider down and away is chased it outside. Good swing through, 0-2. Curveball down at the knees, blocked in the dirt. Good take from Hamster, 1-2. Fastball up and in is high, 2-2. Slider down and away in the dirt, low, ball 3. Full count now from Huck and Duck. Fastball down and in, grounded in the hole to second. Fordo trots over there and makes the play himself, 1 down. Brings up Stiffs, 1 for 3 today. Hit a 2-run homer his last time at the plate, but he's still tense. First pitch curveball down and away is pulled into left center field by Stiffs. That might get out, and it will. It's his 2nd homer of the game, as that's his 4th of the season. The solo shot makes it 14-5, and that makes him neutral as well, as Huck and Duck hung a curveball. That's why he's called Huck and Duck. Here's Sampson, 0 for 3 today. First pitch fastball up and in is skied to right field. Velos back a few steps. Makes the catch, 2 down. Gotta bring up Tantrum, 0 for 2 today with a walk. First pitch curveball down and away is called a strike at the knees, 0-1. Fastball up and away is high, 1-1 the count. Slider down and away, chased it, 1-2 the count now to Tantrum. Fastball up and in, line softly to second base. Fordo makes the catch, and that's a win. Freebooters are victorious here today, 14-5 the final score. We manhandled the offense. We manhandled Arches early, and the Sandcats could never recover. Noel pitched well, gave up the 2 home run balls. Those are her only weakness so far. And that is officially our first road win of the season in the last road game of the season. Good day all around, I can't complain. Looking at the hitting lines, Velos 6 for 6, you can't ignore that. Pitts went 4 for 6, he had the home run as well. Ho drove in 3 runs. Roper drove in 2, Woody drove in a run. Burnside had 3 hits. Only hitless person, I believe, was Reddier. He was 0 for 5, but he did walk, so everyone got on base at least once. On the other side, Bentley and Jackman were hitless in the middle of the lineup, as well as Sampson and Tantrum near the bottom. Stiffs had the 2 homers. He's the standout on their side. Sports also chipped in a homer as well. Other than that, they didn't have too much to go for them. Pitching lines, Noel, 7 innings of work, 6 hits, 4 earned runs, 1 walk, 6 strikeouts, 2 2-run homers given up. She improves to 1-1 on the year. She gets the win. Huck and Duck, a good debut here this season. 2 innings, 2 hits, 1 earned run on the solo homer. And on the other side, Arches, 4+ innings of work, 13 hits, 7 earned runs, 1 walk. He drops to 1-1 as he takes the loss. Thrown 2 2/3 innings, 8 hits, 3 earned runs. Rushmore, an inning and 2/3, 3 hits, 1 earned run, and a homer. And Huckster, 2/3 of an inning, clean. Player of the game is Stump Pitts, surprising, but not unexpected. He had the 4 RBI day. He was a triple shy of the cycle. On the other side, Velos is second. 6 for 6 day for her. She had a double, 5 singles. Stole a base, scored 4 times, drove in 2 runs. She had a good day. And Stiffs, 2 for 4, 2 homer day, 3 RBIs, 2 runs scored. Shame it was in a losing effort. Very, very good win. Very, very good win. We might actually get to 134. We get to 133. Finally, Jesus. We've been chasing that forever. That was a good day. Good win. Good win. Alright, so now we're going to be 2-7. Now we've got some momentum to build on here as the rest of our games this season, the final 7 games, are all home games. And we're perfect at home right now. We're 1-0 on the season. Let's capitalize on this momentum. Hot corners of Blowfish squaring off here. Blowfish take an early lead and hold on to win it 4-3. Next are the Wild Pigs and the Sirloins. Wild Pigs looking to keep their division lead, but they lose 8-3. We're now a half game ahead of the Herbisaurs. Moose squaring off here with the last place Sawteeth. Sawteeth looking to shock them, and they do, 7-5. Moose fall to 500. That's it. Okay, we're only 4.5 games out. We're still in this, guys. This ain't over. We're still in this. Alright, now Sebastian Morrow is supposed to pitch next start. But I'm not sold on starting him, because I might want to drop him down into the bullpen. But I don't know what to do to, like, bring in a starter. Any player moves. Auguste Jeterson is off the Buzzards, replaced by Declan Rodriguez. So the star center fielder is released. Other than that, nothing to speak of. Okay. So looking at what's out here, I mean, there is Fabulo, but he's not worth $7 million, first of all. Second of all, we pitched with Fabulo twice this season. He's done nothing good for us, so don't think he's the answer. Levon, we gave him a start. He didn't do so hot. Wayward didn't do so hot either. Specimen and Wonderfloss aren't worth this much, so signing them's not a good idea. I am legitimately at a loss for what to do. I think our best move here is actually pretty weird, but hear me out. Instead of starting Morrow, actually we should just start Morrow. He's the best option here. B-. I was going to start Turok Smith, but he's only a C, and he's definitely fit for like the 4th pitcher role instead of the 2nd. So I think Morrow's the way to go here. So next episode is going to be Moonstars versus Freebooters. It's our only matchup against the Moonstars this year. They're 6-3. They are in the lead for the other division in our conference. So this is a big game. If we want to be playoff contenders, we need to win this one. They're going to send a hard-throwing left-hander Vern Turnburner to the mound. He's 1-1 with a 4.26 ERA and an 0.95 WHIP. And we're going to be sending Sebastian Morrow, the long reliever, to the mound. He is making his season debut. Morrow does have control issues, though. He is walk-prone. Here, let's look at these player development options here. Okay. So fielding for Dig, he doesn't really need it, but it's really cheap. I might get it. Just like free up a space up here to see what pops up next. First things first, we're going to get this one for Ho. Give him the power and the arm. Because you always can use more arm on your catchers. There we go. Perfect. Next up is Shigatani. She gets this. She had a 3-hit day today as well, so she earned this upgrade. She had the homer last episode. Hitting well, hitting well. Let's see what else we got. We got 1%ers and a 3%er. I'm going to hold on to this one for Lumpkins because he's not going to play, so putting him in, giving him this upgrade is not a good idea. We could get this one for Jennings. He needs this. And I'm just going to get this one for a Fordo because, I mean, might as well. They're both cheap. We have money. Let's just free up some more spaces to see what pops up next time. Let's get both of these. We'll do this one for a Fordo first. +6. Okay, he's at 98 fielding. Almost perfect. And Jennings is going to get the 2 contact, putting him up to 58, and the 1 fielding to 83. That's good. So those young guys are getting better. Lumpkins, he's just a bench player. He's never going to play unless something happens like someone gets hurt or something. A Fordo, on the other hand, is young, and he might start if, say, Roper doesn't start doing well, you know. Not saying it'll happen, but it's a possibility. Alright, and that's it. Okay, that's all we're going to do. Let's set the lineups here, call it a day. Alright, Woody's back to the top of the lineup. He'll be leading off at third base. Velos in right field is locked in, batting second after his 6-hit day. Pitts will bat third, as he had a homer in this game. He's locked in still. He'll be at first base. Radier still bats fourth, despite being the only member hitless in the lineup this episode. He's still DHing. Roper at shortstop bats fifth again. Jennings once again will bat sixth in center field. Hull will bat seventh at catcher, so he drops down in the lineup. Birdside will bat eighth, dropping down. He'll be in left field today. And Shigatani will still bat number 9 at second base. Alrighty guys, thanks for watching. We had a good game today. We beat the piss out of the Sandcats, which felt really good to do, honestly, because we needed this win desperately. Let's see if this is the catalyst for a good second half run that keeps us in playoff contention. Only way to find out is to keep playing the games. Until next time, guys, this is the Nasty One, signing off.